I'd like to request our respected CEO, Sir Vishwakatan Das, to kindly make the welcome remarks.
Good evening, Shubh Sandhya to all the dignitaries present here and the participants of this quiz competition final, and our chief guest here, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, CGM HR of State Bank of India. Hearty welcome to you to IIBF and to the quiz program. And all the participants who have come here for the final, from North Zone it is State Bank of India, South Zone Canara Bank, West Zone Reserve Bank of India, East Zone Central Bank of India. Interestingly, entire different banks are this time represented, not the one bank. And to cheer up, we have also the people who have joined online. All the participants, we have also sent our invite to join online. This is being telecast through our Facebook as well as the YouTube. So people are watching this. And I also welcome the Quizmaster here, Mr. Gautam, who has been exceptional in executing this program. The purpose of this quiz program, as said by Rajdeep, is basically to foster innovative thinking among the bankers. Quiz per se, who wins, who loses, that is another matter. As of now, when you have come here, 4 teams have come out of 3,500 plus teams. That itself is a great achievement. So that way I congratulate all the 4 teams here to come to the final. That itself is an achievement. You should be proud of that. And in any situation, any team, any game, or in the life also, winning and losing is a part of the game itself. So somebody here will win in the final out of 4. Let the best team win. That is my wish. But for all the teams, please, when we have seen all the zonal semi-finals, we have also seen maybe a few points here and there. People are bouncing back. The teams have bounced back. So how you keep your composure, how you work as a team, how you use your presence of mind, all these things will come into fore in the banking quiz, and that is what our aim is, to create professionally competent bankers through this type of unconventional mode. So in the spirit of game, and let the best team win. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now we take this pleasure in welcoming and introducing the Quizmaster of Banking Chanakya 24, Mr. Gautam Bose. Apart from being an internationally renowned Quizmaster, Mr. Gautam Bose is the founder of Grey Cells, an award-winning knowledge solution and events company. He has been associated with IIBF since inception of this quiz event, that is from 2017, and has been instrumental in successfully conducting this coveted quiz for the last 4 seasons. He has conducted thousands of quiz events in the last 25 years in our multiple destinations in the world. His quiz events have been broadcast over national television channels and is famous for conducting interactive quizzing events, which is his forte. Mr. Gautam Bose is known for his innovative content, his unique style of audience engagement, and his ready wit. He being a powerhouse of knowledge, I hope we'll have an enriching and entertaining experience today. So let's welcome the Quizmaster, Mr. Gautam Bose, with a round of applause. I'd like to request our CEO, sir, Mr. Vishwakatan Das, to kindly welcome the Quizmaster with a bouquet.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and a warm welcome to one and all, those who are physically present here and those watching us through the various social media handles of Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. A warm welcome to one and all to the big one. We are here for the big day, the national finals of Banking Chanakya 2024-25. So what a journey it was. We started with the online elimination, then went across to the quarter finale, from there onwards to the 4 zonal finals, and today we have the best 4 teams who have qualified via a rigorous earlier round to participate in today's quiz. Let me quickly also update you about something very, very important. Those who are watching us online. The 4 teams who won a medal each moments back, let me assure all of you the quiz ain't over. That was a medal given for having reached thus far. The going gets tougher from here onwards, so this is going to be a fascinating quiz, I can assure you that. A warm welcome to our chief guest. Thank you, sir, for being here. Thank you, Mr. Das, CEO IIBF, for being here. To all the management members and the audience. Well, every now and then, don't be fooled by my smart appearance. I'm generally an affable person, so I'm going to engage the audience with lots and lots of audience questions. But that is going to happen in a while. For the moment, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the finalist teams once again, starting with my far right. May I welcome the team from the State Bank of India, Mr. Mukesh Kumar and Himansh Katoch, winners of the North Zone, with a thunderous round of applause, please. Here they come. Welcome, team. And just to reiterate what you would have already heard, they are the national defending champions of banking Chanakya. So I think they deserve a louder round of applause, please. Welcome, gentlemen. All well? Just toggle up the switch on your microphone and kindly introduce yourself. We already know your names, but if you can also tell us you're from which city and you work for which department of the bank.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mukesh Sharma. I am currently posted as Chief Manager and Branch Head, State Bank of India, Bahadurgarh Main Branch, Haryana.
Good evening, everyone. I am Himansh Katoch. I am currently posted as Chief Manager and Branch Head at Hisar Main Branch. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for them once again. A warm welcome, State Bank of India. The seating positions have been randomized. It in no way reflects their scores that they achieved in their earlier rounds. So, team number 4 is not necessarily the 4th ranked team. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to meet our winners from the South Zone. Let's welcome Canara Bank, Riaz Rahman and Mahesh MG on stage, please. Welcome, gentlemen. They have covered a long distance to be in Mumbai with us today. Welcome. And if you can kindly introduce yourselves. Yeah, just a long press,
Yes.
that should work. Go ahead.
Good evening to all. This is Mahesh from Canara Bank, Circle Office, Trivandrum, Kerala.
Myself, Riaz Rahman, representing Trivandrum Circle Office, Kerala, Canara Bank, manager of Specialized Large Corporate Branch, Trivandrum.
And ladies and gentlemen, also let me tell you, they have been beyond the Quizmaster. They are perhaps the most consistent team at Banking Chanakya. Give it up for them once again. This is the first time show at the national finals, but look out for this team. They are a very, very good team. Now, on to the left-hand side of the stage, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome the Reserve Bank of India. Let's welcome Ramesh Salim and Amit Vishwakarma as team number 3. They have also won the national finals in the past and been part of the finals many, many times. Warm welcome. You don't get an easier or a tougher question based on where you sit. So that's okay. Welcome, Reserve Bank of India. Please do introduce yourselves. Just one long press. That should suffice. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Amit Kumar Vishwakarma. I am working in Financial Markets Department of RBI. I am from Mirzapur, Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rami Salim. Currently working in the Department of Supervision of Reserve Bank. I am basically from Trivandrum, Kerala.
And Ramesh, I have a question for you. Not life-altering, but an important question nevertheless. So you were the national champions in 2022, if my memory serves me right. Then in 2023, from participating from the South Zone. And in 2023, well, you could not win. So my question is, did you change your zone just to be at the finals this year? No? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for them once again. To Reserve Bank of India, very, very consistent performers. Well, to be honest, the four teams that you would see, the reason they are here only reflects their level of knowledge and their expertise at quizzing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's now meet team number 4. They are from the Central Bank of India, the winners of the East Zone. Let's welcome Prashant and Abhijit Sinha. Give them a rousing round of applause. Welcome, gentlemen. We unfortunately have, well, the word unfortunate can be taken, not taken differently, but we do have all men lineup. I would have preferred a lady, but perhaps next year. Welcome, Central Bank of India. Please do introduce yourselves.
Hello everyone, this is Prashant from Central Bank of India, Ranchi Regional Office. I am currently working as an IT manager in Central Bank of India.
And your partner?
Myself, Abhijit Sinha. I am working as Vigilance Officer posted at Ranchi.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome all the 8 people once again on stage. Congratulations for having reached thus far. But you know what you're playing for. You are playing for power, prestige, and lots of prizes. That's the more important bit. 1 lakh, ladies and gentlemen, is what the winning team is going to take back home. So lots at stake. This is going to be a fun quiz, a tough quiz nevertheless. So why not start as I always do in all my events, since we have a large audience turnout who have come from various parts of the city to be here amongst us. So why not incentivize them by asking some audience questions? And we do have some audience prizes. Having said that, I'll have to quickly think of an audience question. Here we go. Okay, since I saw Sir here, I thought of this question. Mr. Ram Kumar Tiwari, a career banker with State Bank of India for many years, he has recently been appointed as MD CEO of which subsidiary of the State Bank? Just raise your hand. We'll try and, can a microphone be taken along? Or maybe if you have strong vocal cords, just introduce yourself. What's your name? Ravi Kumar, you're from IIBF? From Union Bank of India. Okay, what's your answer? What is the name of the bank? If you could just give us the full name. Nepal? Nepal State Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to him. Well done. Yes, this is absolutely fresh news. Can we give a prize to the gentleman? Yeah, he is very kindly standing, expecting a prize to come his way. Can I get a volunteer along with a microphone for the audience questions, if IIBF can kindly manage that? Let's start today's proceedings. There are different rounds today that we have in store for you. Each round would have different kind of permutations, combinations, and rules. I'll walk you through them as we come to it. Can we have a first look at the grid, please? These are the rounds that we are going to do today. On guard is a concept used in fencing, which means attention. That is what we are seeking from all of you. There are 8 questions in this particular round. Questions, as you would already know, this is not entirely a banking and finance quiz, though there will be shades of BFSI sector, but overall, the first round is on general quizzing. All the best teams. On a direct, you get a +10 or no negatives. On a normal pass is +10, no negatives again. And there's a concept called the power play. What is the power play? In case you want to break the sequence, and if when the question is a direct, let's assume to team 1, team 2, team 3 and 4, they think they want to answer, they can press the buzzer. So these buzzers are sequenced. All the buzzers would get registered. So you don't need to raise your hand, just press the buzzer. Gautam, if the buzzers can be armed quickly, they are? Okay. So press the buzzer. In power play, you'll have to write the answer. If you're right, you get a +10. But if you take the power play and get the answer wrong, you get a -5. After taking the power play, we'll return to the team for whom it is a direct question. Let's begin. Question number 1 to State Bank of India, Mukesh and Himansh, the defending champions. Here we go. First question coming up. I'm looking for the name of a city. The city in Morocco is generally considered as the spiritual and cultural capital of the country and has been variously called as the Mecca of the West, also the Athens of Africa. Founded under the Idrisid rule during the 8th to the 9th century CE, The city initially consisted of two autonomous but competing settlements. Successive waves of mainly Arab immigrants from Ifriqiya, which is present in Tunisia, and the Al-Andalus region, which is Spain and Portugal, in the early 9th century gave Arabic characters to this particular city. The Medina, which is located in the city, is generally considered to be one of the most famous tourist destination, which is also a World Heritage Site as declared by UNESCO. Simple question, what is the name of the city? Team 2 have gone for the power play. The power plays are still on. I'm going to keep it on for another couple of seconds before we close it. Power plays will be closed now. Only team 2 will be allowed to play it on the power play. Power plays are closed, so no more power plays allowed. When I was framing this question, I thought some team would write that. Not a good sign to start with the negative, but that is what unfortunately you will get. -5 to team number 2. As we now go across to team number 1, they'll speak out the answer on the microphone for a 10-pointer or no negative. No, it has got switched off. The light will blink. Yeah, now.
Marrakesh.
Marrakesh, wonderful, wonderful city, wonderful tourist destination. Wish you go there someday, but not the right answer. Passes across to team 3.
Casablanca.
Precisely what Riaz and Mahesh wrote. This is not Casablanca. Team 4.
I will also guess the same.
Now can you think of another name quickly?
Petra.
Sorry?
Petra.
Petra. Congratulations, you have transported Petra from Jordan all the way to Africa. But that's incorrect. Anyone else in the audience who wants to answer? I see a hand there. Give us your name first. Abhishek. Abhishek what? Bachchan. Oh, okay. Yeah, what's your answer? Rabat. It's not Rabat. That's another good guess. Any other guesses? The lady straight up ahead. Give us your name first. Aishwarya. Yeah, I remember you. Is it some coincidence that from Abhishek the question goes next to Aishwarya? Why are you seated so far apart? So the media was right all along, is it? Where is Aradhya? Can't see her. Yeah, go ahead. No, it's not Addis Ababa. This is the wonderful, wonderful city of Fez. Answer please. Here we go. Not Rabat, not Casablanca. This is Fez. No easy questions today. Here comes question number 2, direct for team Canara Bank. Other teams look proactive on the pounds. In 1937, at the age of 81, one night, this scientist left a hotel called Hotel New Yorker to make his regular commute to feed what he liked doing, feeding pigeons. While crossing a street, he was unfortunately struck by a moving taxi cab and was thrown to the ground. The full extent of his injuries were never known. Why? Because he hated consulting a doctor, which became his kind of lifelong thing. In 1952, following pressure from the scientist's nephew, an influential Yugoslav politician by the name of Sava Kasanovic had his entire estate shipped to Belgrade in 80 trunks from US all the way to Belgrade. Question is, who is the famous person? You have to read between the lines. Why Belgrade? Lived till the ripe old age of 81. You've got the timeline also, 1937. And the question is now open on the power play. We'll wait a couple more seconds. We will close the power play now. Right at the nick of time, I will accept that. Team 1, you need to write the answer. This team has a habit of giving me a heart attack. They always take the last second. Whose decision was it to go for the power play? Okay, congratulate him because that's the right answer. Well done, 10 points, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to clap as and when I say that is the right answer. Well done, Team SBI, and this is a direct question for Team 2, Canara Bank. No negatives for you.
So, I guess only Nikola Tesla.
Tesla. Why Belgrade? He hails from there. Say no further. Well done, 10 points. Let's get Tesla. Let's go across now to question number 3 for Team Reserve Bank of India. We are going to play a video for all of you, so take a careful look. What is the name given to the art or practice of clipping shrubs on trees into ornamental shape?
You know, I think when I watch people walk through the garden, oftentimes I hear children running ahead of their parents and saying, look, it's a dog, or it's a duck, or it's a giraffe, or it's an elephant. And it's because it's unexpected. You don't expect to see that shape in a garden.
Surprise delights.
Made from garden materials.
Yeah. I guess if you make a mistake, it's just, the mistake goes away in about, what, 4 weeks?
Well, we call that character. If we make a mistake. We do have issues with if there's breakage in a storm.
Sure.
Or if there's age. You know, we have some privet that's over 100 years old.
It's open on the power play. Do let us know if you intend to take that option. Teams are playing it safe, so we are going to close the power play. Team Reserve Bank of India is a direct for you. One word answer. Bonsai. No, it's not bonsai. Can't expect bonsai at a national finals. Pass it across to Team Central Bank. You have to speak out the answer, Central Bank. Tree trimming? No. Pass it across to Team 1.
It's just a guess. Landscaping?
Landscaping. No. It's some form of scaping for sure.
Oh, again, guess only. Pruning.
Pruning. No, it's not pruning. Well, they are pruning something, but there is a name to it. Anyone in the audience? Hands? I see a couple of hands. Maybe the gentleman right in the middle. Yes, sir. And can I ask your name, please? Mr. Ravi Gupta says this is the art of topiary. All of you need to together clap for Mr. Ravi Gupta. Well done. Very well answered. It is indeed the art of topiary, and can we pass along an audience prize, please, to Mr. Gupta. This is topiary. A quick request to all the teams: when you answer, please make sure you lean into the microphone and speak a little louder because we are recording through multiple cameras. All right, let's go to the next question.
How to ensure it's on or off?
Yeah, there is a red light which will blink. Yeah, little longish. Next question, can someone from the sound dock please go towards Team 3 and switch on their microphone. Okay, let's go to the next question. It's going to be a direct for Team number 4, Central Bank of India. I'm looking for the name of a national park in India which has had a checkered history. Till 1900, it was inhabited by the local tribes but had to be abandoned due to an epidemic disease. In 1919, the British colonial authorities declared it as a game reserve. Now, interestingly, the park was renamed as Rajiv Gandhi Wildlife Sanctuary in 1992. No surprises there. However, they had to revert because of protest in naming it thus. Finally, the sanctuary was declared a national park in the year 1999. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking for the name of this national park, which is located in the northeastern part of our country. So it is amongst one of those 7 sister states where this national park is located. What is the name of the national park? As usual, open on the power play. All that I can say is, throughout today's quiz, don't go for the obvious ones. You know what I'm talking about. We'll close the power play. It's a direct for Central Bank of India. What is its name? Please answer within your timeline. Last 3 seconds. Team 4.
Kaziranga National Park?
Kaziranga National Park. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. What a wonderful park it is. For tourism, not the right answer though. Yeah. We'll pass it across to Team State Bank of India.
Kebul Lamjau National Park.
It's not Kebul Lamjau, wrong state. Let's pass it across to Team 2. By the way, Kebul Lamjau is the only floating national park.
This is Clouded Leopard National Park.
Clouded Leopard National Park. Ladies and gentlemen, now clap for them. Well done. Because you have just given birth to a new national park for all of us. Wonderful. Yes, team 3. Are you going to birth any national park for us? It's a wonderful habit, by the way.
Namdapha National Park.
Namdapha
National
National Park. It's a good guess, not the right answer though. So you can connect those two dots actually. It's not Namdapha. Anyone from the northeast? Oh, I don't need to give that clue. I see some hands. Yes. Give us your name first. Pradeep. Pradeep, you look very serious. Why? Any reason? No. Okay, good. Yeah. What's your answer, Pradeep? Nagarjun Tiger Reserve. No, it's incorrect. Any other answers? The gentleman next to you had the same answer, is it? Okay. I need the name. What is the name of the national park? No, that's not the answer. Any last try maybe? Yes? Is it Manas? Manas is not there. No. Okay, nobody has any points on this one, I'm afraid either. Let's go to the answer. Here it comes on the screen. Tough question. This is the Orang National Park. No points to any of the teams. So we are done with the first 4 questions. In the same format as I told you, we have 8 questions in the opening round. So the next question will be a direct for team 1. It is an international board that monitors and makes recommendations about the global financial system. Established in 2009 at the G20 Pittsburgh Summit, the board includes all the major G20 economies. Name the body that is based out of Basel in Switzerland. Yes, team 3, you need to be ready with your answer. We'll keep the no other team going for it, but we'll keep it on for some more time. Do show the sequence as and when it comes. Okay, we'll close the power play. Only team 3 has gone for it. I need your answer now. They are deep diving into discussion. I need a quick answer. I need the full name, please. They just conjured up something from thin air, and I don't know how they have managed, but they're absolutely right. Well done. Let's clap for Team Reserve Bank of India. They get 10 points. Well done. As we now go across to Team 1, because this is their direct question. Yes, Mukesh and Himansh, what do you think?
Group of G20 finance ministers.
By the way, I'm given to understand that they are finance specialists. Okay, not the right answer. Pass it across to team 2.
This is the BIS, Bank for International Settlement.
No, just because Basel has multiple institutes, not only BIS. Let's pass it across to Central Bank.
Banking Regulations Board.
Banking Regulations Board. No. So just to save on time, we'll show the answer to the audience because we can't go back to the audience for all the questions. This is the Financial Stability Board, or the FSB. Let's give a round of applause once again to the Reserve Bank of India. They got it right. Well done. Somehow they got it right. Next question is going to be a direct for Canara Bank. Tell us your question. Now there are 2 parts to this question. I need to know the name of this animal and what kind of garment is manufactured from these animals. The animal species is said to have originated and named upon the old name of a city in a transnational country. First try and think what kind of countries are called transnational. Then try and think of a city there, a very famous one at that. It is known to have been brought to France in 1723. The animal became a popular pet of the French royalty in the mid-18th century and gradually spread to other parts of Europe by the end of that century. In the United States, garments made from this animal have been popular ever since they first arrived in the earlier part of the 20th century. 90%, interestingly, but kind of guessable, that 90% of all things manufactured from this animal comes from China. Question is, what is the name of the species and what is manufactured from this animal? So the name of the animal also is closely connected to the old name of the city of a transnational country. Yes, team 1, you have to write the answer. The power plays are still open, by the way. Some other team going for it. Show us the sequence, please. No, only team 1. I need both.
Both second I'll give.
Both.
I'll give.
By the way, just to save your time, that's incorrect. So -5 to team number 1. This is a direct question for team Canara Bank. May we have your answer, please?
So this is Mohair.
Mohair. No, that's not the answer I'm looking for. Passes across to Reserve Bank. Obviously, the manufactured garment is from the fur of these animals. Derby. No, it's not Derby. Passes across to team Central Bank. Answering, Central Bank. Passing. Team 1 has already answered. Ladies and gentlemen, the fur of this animal is very expensive and makes wonderful, wonderful sweaters. The old name of the city that I was looking for is Ankara, hence Angora. This is the Angora rabbit from where we get Angora wool. Let's go to the answer, please. This is Angora rabbit and the Angora wool that I was looking for. All right, let's proceed to the next question. This is a direct for team RBI. Let's go to the question, please. Might I add, right question to the right team. He is a Sufi saint and poet of the Chishti order, known popularly for his contribution to Punjabi literature. Primarily known as the author who popularized a folk tragedy that is claimed to have been written by many, many people, but this is the gentleman who actually popularized it. It was first written by somebody called Damodar Gulati, who generally says that he was an eyewitness to this tragedy. He was also an eyewitness, as I said, to the first invasion of India by the Afghan leader Ahmad Shah Abdali and witnessed the Battle of Lahore between the Afghan forces and the Mughal forces under Shah Nawaz, which resulted in Lahore coming under the Afghans during 1748. So, what is his name, and he is associated with which folk tragedy, or having popularized which you can call it a love poem, a poem of yearning, one of the most famous poets in the poets and the poem itself of this genre. Punjab, tragedy, love tragedy. Who is he? What is the name of the love poem? This is easy, by the way, by the standards of the other questions. No one going for the power play. By the way, 5 plus 5 on the power play. If you get one part right, the other part wrong, you don't lose any points. You would still get your 5 points. We'll close the power play. This is a direct for Team Reserve Bank. May I have your answer, please? Name of the poet and the love tragedy. The love tragedy has been made into multiple movies. Some of the movies were good as well. Punjab region. Should be easy. Come on, Reserve Bank of India. This is Salim Chishti. And the love tragedy that we are talking about is Mughal-e-Azam. No, it's not Mughal-e-Azam. Go ahead, Central Bank. The poem should be really simple.
He is Baba Farid and the poem is Soni Mahwal.
Soni Mahwal, Baba Farid. Just to tell you, I don't know if you're aware of this, Team Reserve Bank of India answered a question on Baba Farid in their zonals. No, it's wrong. Passes across to Team State Bank. Soni Mahwal was a good guess and on track.
Mirza Sahiba.
Mirza Sahiba, there goes another name. And poet?
Jalaluddin Chishti.
Jalaluddin Chishti, no. Get your points.
So, poet we are guessing Nizamuddin Aulia.
The poet.
Oh.
And the poem? Love tragedy.
Salim Anarkali.
Salim Anarkali. We have heard the names of three. In fact, one of the teams did not answer it. So, 3 good tragedies, not the right answer. This is, ladies and gentlemen, Heer Ranjha. This is Waris Shah and Heer Ranjha. Let's go to the answer, please. Here we go. Yes, he popularized Heer Ranjha. Some teams come from that region of the world, so was expecting an answer from Team 1. Here we now go to the last question of the opening round in the direct for Team 4. Okay, question on cricket. He played in 33 test matches and 15 ODIs for India from 79 to 83 and is one of the only 4 test bowlers who have played their first test after attaining the age of 30 years, which by cricketing standards is kind of old. Yet went on to take more than 100 wickets, the other 3 being Clary Grimmett, Saeed Ajmal and Rian Harris. He is also considered one of the worst batsmen in test cricket history with a batting average of a measly 4.6. He held the record for the most test matches innings in a career without ever batting up the order than any of his team members. So he batted at number 11 for a record number of 38 innings. Who is this Indian cricketer, primarily known as a bowler? Many consider him to be unlucky because he was playing during the times of Bishan Singh Bedi, so he was kind of in and out of the team. I mean, during those times, you know, the famous spinners, hence he did not get as many opportunities as he would have ideally liked. I'll give you an additional clue. Post-retirement, he got famous with his business empire. Brought lot of European luxury brands to India, including Mobla. Mobla brand was brought to India by this cricketer. Later they had a fallout and now Mobla does business with some other company. All right, surprisingly, not too many teams going for the power play. We will close it in the next 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, closed. Yes, Team Central Bank.
So Dilip Sardesai.
Dilip Sardesai. Sorry, he's nodding his head in disagreement. It's not Dilip Sardesai. This is Dilip Doshi. How did you miss that? Ladies and gentlemen, give them a round of applause. This is the other Dilip. Well, for some reason, not all amongst the 100-odd audience members clapped for that. Please do. That's a wonderful answer. This is Dilip Doshi. Full 10 points. I do have an audience question for all you lovely people. Can we go to the next one, please? This is just for the audience. Easy one for all of you. Look at the picture carefully. Now, this is Garcinia indica, a plant in the mangosteen family. It's a fruit-bearing tree that has culinary, pharma, as well as industrial uses. Now, whenever tamarind is not used, this can be used in place of tamarind to give sourness to food. A drink made from this is fairly popular across Mumbai. There are some wonderful places that sells it. Raviji, you have just answered. Someone new maybe. The lady there, yes, in white tunic. Can you give us your name first? Sanjana. Okay. What's the answer? Kokam. You don't sound very confident, but that's the right answer. Well done. Let's clap for her. Sanjana is right. This is Kokam. Absolutely. We'll show the scores at the end of the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, next round is about the industry, the fraternity that you belong to. Can we go to the round? Show me. 8 questions in this round on general finance, banking and insurance. Question will pass in the normal circumstances to all the teams. However, for the power play, we are going to deploy buzzing, which means only the fastest team on the buzzer will be allowed to take it on the power play. On the power play, as usual, it's a +10 or a -5. On the direct or in the normal passing sequence, it's +10 or no negatives at all. This time, what we are going to do is, we are going to alter the direction of the round. Oh, we can't do that, right? Because of the buzzers, right? We can alter the direction? We can? Yes, we can. Okay. So we'll start from team 4 and in a counterclockwise direction. From 4, we'll go across to 3, 2 and complete it with team 1. Obviously, you don't have to press the buzzer when it is your direct question. Let's go to question number 1 on Show Me the Money coming for Team Central Bank of India. All the best to you. Here is your question on the screen. The Center for Carbon Transition, CCT, which is a key business for a certain conglomerate, provides clients globally with low carbon transition focused advice and expertise on the subject. They work with industry coverage and product teams within the Commercial and Investment Bank, CIBs, on a wide variety of strategic sustainability-focused transitions. Simple question is, CCT program is the flagship corporate advisory of which very famous organization from the fraternity? The one of the largest financial institutions of the world, whose flagship program is CCT. It's open on the buzzer, by the way. We are going to close it now. Buzzers are closed, so Team Central Bank of India will try and answer this for a 10-pointer or no negatives if they are wrong. I just said it is one of the biggest conglomerates in the financial space. What's your answer? I need a quick answer, Team 4. You don't need to buzz. It's okay. Go ahead.
HSBC?
HSBC is incorrect. Passes across to Team 3. It's not HSBC. Just like the Financial Stability Board, can you pluck another out of thin air? I need an answer. Team 3. 3, 2.
Standard Chartered Bank.
It's not Standard Chartered. Team 2.
Okay.
Standard Chartered is already called dibs upon.
So we will go with IMF.
IMF is incorrect. Team State Bank.
BlackRock.
It's not BlackRock. Anyone in the audience who would like to try? Right up ahead. It's not the Citigroup. We've heard all wonderful names except for the answer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is JP Morgan Chase. Here comes the answer on screen. When I say one of the largest, they are the largest. In fact, JP Morgan Chase. Somehow that name eluded all the teams up on stage. So you have that, is it? Okay, you had JP Morgan, then went to BlackRock. All right, next question. It's a direct to Team Reserve Bank of India. Here comes your question. Named upon the American economist who is pictured here, and alternatively also called the reward to volatility ratio, what name is given to the metric that assesses how well an investment compensates for the risk that you take? It's calculated by dividing the excess return of an investment by the systematic risk taken towards that reward. It is known as the dash ratio, the dash being the name of the gentleman pictured here. What ratio are we talking about? Widely used by people who are in the know of investments. We will close the power plays now. It's a direct question for Team Reserve Bank of India. Would you like to give us an answer?
Sharpe ratio.
It's not the Sharpe ratio. Passes across.
I think this is the Keynesian, John Maynard Keynes.
It's not Keynesian ratio, no. State Bank of India.
Which one is Scholes-Merton?
On the microphone, please. No, that's not the answer either. Central Bank of India. Now you would quickly have understood the difference between your zonal level and at the nationals. Yes. Central Bank, what's your answer? Friedman ratio. Fantastic ratios, but it does not exist actually. Anyone in the audience? I see a lot of hands actually. I'll come to you first. Sorry? That's your name? Jensen Alpha? Ashutosh says Jensen Alpha. No, that's not the answer. You have the same. Okay. Trainer ratio. And what's your name? Amay. Give a round of applause to Amay. That's the right answer. This is a trainer ratio. Absolutely. Did you have that answer? They actually wrote trainer and did not go with it. Well, give them a round of applause for having reached there at least. Trainer ratio. Absolutely named upon Jack L. Traynor. Next question is going to be a direct for Canara Bank. Here comes your question. Set up by the central government of India, the main aim of this scheme is to provide credit enhancement facilities to urban local bodies or the ULBs, including small and medium-sized municipalities, to raise credit from the market on a sustainable basis to meet their investment needs through a pooled mechanism. The word pooled here is integral and integral to the answer. What is the name of the scheme? I'll allow both either the abbreviated answer or the full answer. Abbreviation acronyms will do. Teams are reading the question still carefully. I'll keep this open for a few moments. All right, we'll now close it. It's a direct question for Canara Bank. What kind of a pooled mechanism are we talking about? Giants like the Brihan Municipal Corporation of Mumbai might not need it, but this is for smaller size tier 2 cities. Yes.
We'll go, no, other provide credit enhancement.
Frame something interesting sounding names.
So,
3.
The PFMS.
And it stands for?
Public Fund Management System.
No. State Bank of India?
Local body bonds.
Local body bonds. Team Central Bank?
Sangra scheme?
No. Team RBI? Getting it wrong is one thing, but if you write the right answer and then say something else is quite heartbreaking. Are you passing it? Okay. Passes. This one I'll give the answer right away because we still have a long quiz. Can we have a look at the answer on screen? We are talking about pooled finance. This is PFDF, or the Pooled Finance Development Fund Scheme. Next question is going to be a direct for Team State Bank. It is a central repository portal of industry-wide insurance grievance data and grievance redress monitoring tool for IRDAI. What is the name of this integral grievance management system, which was earlier known as IGMS? Two-word answer. Think in vernacular, think in Hindi. Two-word answer, think in Hindi. Just for the want of the correct answer.
Both are Hindis?
Yes.
Both are Hindi.
Just for the want of an answer, I've given that additional clue. It's IRDAI, so think. Anyone going for the power play? Do let us know. We will have to now close the power play. Yes, Team State Bank of India. Two words in Hindi. We are talking about insurance, IRDAI. What are the good words?
Bima Salah.
Bima Salah. See, you are going somewhere. It's not Bima Salah. How about Central Bank?
Bima Sahayak.
Bima Sahayak. Pass it across to RBI.
Bima Nivaran.
Fantastic sounding names. How about Canara Bank? This is going to test the Hindi.
Give us the 5, no?
This is the Bhima Samadhan.
Bima Samadhan. Well, they say they are going to do a lot of Samadhans, but not the correct answer. Simply put, this is Bima Bharosa. Here comes the answer on screen. Bima Bharosa is what we were looking for. Thank you very much. Next question is a direct once again. We are going to go this direction. It's for Team Central Bank. And dash mortgage. Now each word is important. Why do I write an instead of a? So you know what the first alphabet is. An dash mortgage by conditional sale is a distinctive mortgage which differs from traditional. Team 3, be ready with your answer please. It differs from traditional mortgages in its execution and legal implications. Here the mortgager ostensibly sells the mortgaged property to the mortgagee, but with the understanding that the sale will become void upon repayment of the mortgage debt. It intertwines both the elements of mortgage as well as that of a sale, sometimes blurring the lines. What is this type of mortgage called? Team 3, they have called dibs on the power play. This one? No. I hope I got that right. Can you write that in, just capitalize that? No. -5 to team. -5 to team 3. And this is a direct question for team 4. What's your answer? What kind of mortgages are we talking about? The answer, of course, starts with a vowel, hence an. Answering? Equitable mortgage. No? Team Canara Bank?
Is the usufructuary mortgage?
It's not usufructuary. So I'm getting answers to the questions that I asked in initial stages. I did ask that question in one of my zonals. Pass it across to team 1, State Bank. This is not usufructuary. Answering? Specialists? No? Okay. Team 4, it was your direct. Audience member, one quick answer. Can I go to the gentleman just behind you? Yes, sir. What's your name, sir? Dr. Sandeep Hegde. Okay, what's your answer?
Is it reverse mortgage?
It's not reverse mortgage, I'm afraid. How about you?
English mortgage.
No, not the answer. I see a hand there. Can't hear you. Once again. No, that's part of the question itself. No. That is what he said. No. No one? Analogous mortgage. Such mortgages are called analogous mortgages. Let's go to the answer. Yes, that was what I was looking for. Yeah. Let's go to the next question. It's going to be a direct for team 3. This is an unsecured money instrument issued in the form of a promissory note that was introduced in India in 1990 with a view to enable highly rated corporate borrowers to diversify their sources of short-term borrowings. They have, team 1, be ready with your answer. They have a 7-day minimum maturity period and a maximum maturity period of 1 year from the date of the issue. What is the name of this money instrument? Team 1. Fantastic. Plus 10 points. Give a round of applause to team 1, please. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to clap for the right answers. Well done, Mukesh and Himansh. And this is a direct question for RBI. From Anamolus, let's listen to this one.
It's a commercial paper. CP.
CP, we'll give that to you. Well done. This is CP, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, do clap. This is CP, of course. Commercial papers or CPs. Plus 10 points to Reserve Bank of India as we now trudge along to Canara Bank to get the direct answer. It is a secure messaging standard developed to serve Team 3. Very quick, they went in a flash. It's a messaging standard developed to serve as a platform for intra-bank and interbank application by the RBI. What is the name of this Indian standard which is similar to the SWIFT model of international messaging used for financial transactions globally? So what is the name of this Indianized version? Okay, before I start taking the answers, the full name or the abbreviated name, both will do, okay? Can you give us a full name, just in case?
Consider first one.
Okay, got that. Next one. I'll give that to them. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for Team 3. Let's clap once again. Yes, well done, Team Reserve Bank of India. And this is a direct question for Team Canara Bank. Answering? Don't have that much time on a past question. Pass it across to Team 1, State Bank.
FAME,
FAME. I'm afraid that's incorrect. Pass it across to Central Bank, Team 4. Answering? 3, 2, 1. Here comes the right answer on the screen. Rightly answered by, of course, RBI. This is SFMS, or the Structured Financial Messaging System. I did use my discretion, but SFMS is precisely what they wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, let's once again clap for RBI. So, well done to them. As we now go across to the last question of round number 2, we'll need the scores to be put up on screen after this question. Here we go. The Kisan Credit Card KCC scheme was introduced in India in 1998 by public sector banks to provide short-term credit to farmers for Team 4. You need to write the answer. For their agricultural needs, developed by NABARD, Kisan Credit Card was set up on the recommendation of which committee? RBI is not going for it somehow. Okay. Any other team who wants to take the power play? This is priority in banks. Only Team 4. Okay, we'll close the power play. Reset the power play, please. I need your answer. I cannot decipher that handwriting. Please write it in bold letters. No, that's not the answer. You will pick a -5 on that one. RBI gets a -5. It's a direct question for Team State Bank of India. Series is there? Okay. Okay, let's go to the series, please. Once again.
No.
CBI gets, yeah, Team 4, that's okay. Yeah, so it's a direct for State Bank.
Rangarajan committee.
CBI gets -5 does not sound right, by the way. No, that's not the answer. We'll pass it across to RBI.
Malhotra committee.
That question was also asked. No.
Kotari.
Kothari. Which Kothari? My next door neighbor?
I forgot the full name.
Some Kothari.
Oh,
okay.
Kothari.
Ladies and gentlemen, I see a hand. I was about to show the answer. Yes, sir.
No.
RK Gupta committee. Here comes the answer on screen. This gentleman has cracked some nice ones today. Let's clap for him. Yes, this is the Gupta committee, RB Gupta committee. All right, so can we go to one audience question, maybe? Okay, I don't need this one. Since you have already shown it. Audience, this is just for you. It is a type of bond in which the face value is repaid at the time of maturity. Unlike regular bonds, it does not make periodic interest payments, and when the bond reaches maturity, its investor receives its at par or face value. What are such bonds called? We can disconnect the screen. Yes, I'll spend some time on this one just because we have to show the scores. You have just answered one. You have answered lots today. Someone new maybe? Right at the back, last row, the lady. I hope you have strong vocal cords. What's your name? That's not strong enough. A little stronger. Shrija. Okay, Shrija, what's your answer? Zero coupon bond, says Shrija. There are many people who are nodding in appreciation. Please do clap as well. Well done, Shrija. That's the right answer. Zero coupon bonds. Yes, it is. Okay, another question maybe. Since this round was about the BFSI sector, now it's going to be difficult. I have to quickly think on my toes on a question from the BFSI sector. All right, RRBs, as Rajdeep was telling you, in Banking Chanakya this year, not only the PSUs, the public sector banks, but also a lot of RRBs participated, which is a good thing. So a question from that sector. So the first RRB, actually there were 4 of them that was opened together, but the first one generally is considered to be the Prathama Bank, right? The first RRB is the Prathama Bank. Which bank sponsored the Prathama Bank? Which bank sponsored it? So you have answered lots, so if nobody else answers, I'll come to you, okay? Someone new who hasn't yet got an audience prize. It's a bank which has now been merged with another bigger bank. So the bank ceases to exist now, but it did sponsor the first RRB. I've seen your hand, just relax. I want to go to someone new. Probably you. Yeah, what's your name? Can't hear you. Noyandeep, okay, what's your answer? Bank of Baroda, no, as a Bengali would say, Noyandeep. No. Corporation Bank, no. One last try. Yes, I'll come to you now. And your name is? Pradeep. Let's give a round of applause to Pradeep. Yes, this is the Syndicate Bank. Well answered. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tense moments, the opening 2 rounds, some good answers, but some costly misses. By the way, at this point in time, I would like to inform our audience watching us digitally that all the 4 teams participating in today's quiz will be both awarded and rewarded handsomely. 1 lakh rupees, 75,000 rupees to the first runners-up, and to the third and the fourth place teams, they will also walk home richer with 25,000. So can we have a round of applause to for IIBF and to all our sponsors? Scores. Let's switch back, please. All right, 2 rounds gone, 1 clockwise, 1 counterclockwise. Now we are again going to switch directions. Can we go back to the grid, please? Here comes the grid again. Now, the next concept in sport, that could be a quizzing question anyways. Chicanes. What are chicanes? In which sport are chicanes or the word is used? Anyone? I see a lot of hands. How about you? Any Formula 1 racing for that matter. What's your name, brother? Sorry? Udit. Let's give a round of applause to Udit for answering the audience question correctly on why we have named the round. Chicanes are the tight corners of Formula 1 racing. You have to tread carefully. You are at your lowest speed then. Can we go to the round, please? Here comes chicanes. There are only 4 questions in this round. We are again going to switch directions. We are going to start with team 1 and then go across to team 2, 3 and 4. All questions in this round are again from BFSI sector. You have 4 options. On the direct, if you answer it correctly, you get a plus 10. However, if you miss it, then it passes only one more time to the team who is seated immediately to your left. On the pass, please do remember there are 2 options for you to choose from. You can choose to play that option number 1, and if you do play and get it right, you get a plus 5. However, if you choose to play and then get it wrong, you get a minus 5. So it's a plus 5 or a minus 5. Do let us know if you're playing or not before you start to answer. We'll start with the opening question of the next BFSI round. It's a direct question for Team State Bank of India. Can we have a look at the question, please? By the way, teams get only 20 seconds to answer. In May of 2008, which company took over Standard Chartered AMC and renamed its funds in India? And the timer has started. Is it HDFC Mutual Fund, Birla Sun Life, Kotak or IDFC?
Kotak.
Kotak is your guess. Not your day on BFSI today as it seems. That's incorrect. Let's click C, Kotak. It's going to turn to red, which means the answer is incorrect. We'll pass it across to Canara Bank. Do let us know whether you want to take this or quit.
Heavy risk only. But
Heavy risk only. Good decision. What's your answer? Plus 5 or a minus 5?
We'll go with the Birla Sun Life.
Birla Sun Life. Heavy risk is what you qualified this question as. Well, unfortunately, that's the wrong answer. Birla Sun Life is wrong. So minus 5 to Canara Bank. Audience, it's a 50-50 option for you, IDFC or HDFC. Come on, how difficult can that be? One of them is right. How about you? Come on. Yeah, what's your name? Okay. IDFC. Well, sometimes when you have to choose, we see some vigorous shaking of the head, but that's the right answer. Let's clap for him. Well done. This is indeed IDFC. Can we give an audience prize? Please don't wait for my instruction. Whenever you hear a right answer or like somebody, generally, just give audience prize. Yeah? There are lots and lots of audience prizes. All right. So, question 1, not yielding any results to either of the 2 teams. Next question, direct to Canara Bank. Here comes your question on the screen now. Name the campaign launched in collaboration with Women Entrepreneurship Platform or the WEP, Niti Aayog and the Ministry of Rural Development, aimed towards formalization, capacity building, mentoring of women and promotion of digital e-commerce. Is it called Yoshita, Kamini, Yashashwini or Taruni?
No, we have no negatives, right?
No, you don't have any negatives.
Okay, so Taruni.
Don't think negatively though. Try to get your 10 points. Your answer is?
Taruni.
No, that's incorrect. Can we freeze D Taruni, please? Team Reserve Bank, are you playing or quitting on this one? Playing or quitting? Playing. Good decision. Go ahead. Yoshita, Kamini, Yashashwini. Yashashwini. You know, as it is called, when it is your day, it is your day. Plus 5 points. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, do clap for them. They have earned their 5 points. This is indeed Yashashwini. Next question, direct for RBI. A small cap company in India is a publicly traded company with a market cap of less than what amount of the four? Is it 10,000 crores, 5,000 crores, 2,000 crore or 1,000 crore? Which company can be technically called a small cap company? 10 seconds to go, 9 seconds. Go ahead. 6, yes, it's your direct. 3, full answer please.
10,000 crore.
10,000 crore. You just answered Yashashwini out of thin air. Let's click 10,000 crore A. 10,000 crore. And team Central Bank of India, you need to tell us if you, yeah, negative hai, ji, zarur hai. Only if you give the wrong answer, that is. Playing, quitting? Playing, okay, go for it.
5,000 crore.
5,000 crores. This time we have the right answer. Well done. Plus 5 points to Central Bank of India. It is indeed 5,000 crore of market cap. All right, next question, the last one. It's a direct for Central Bank. Here comes your question. He is a member of the founding team of Aadhaar and led the design of India's direct benefit transfer system. He is the CEO of RBI Innovation Hub. Identify Rakesh Ranjan, Akash Naidu, Rajesh Bansal, P. Vasudevan. These two gentlemen might have worked under him, I don't know. P. Vasudevan is incorrect, I'm afraid. Let's click D. P. Vasudevan. Team State Bank, playing or quitting? Chhod mat de, try. It's a good habit to try. We are not even halfway through the quiz, so you'll get lots of opportunities, but it's your call. Let us know.
Rakesh Ranjan.
Rakesh Ranjan. We are going back presumably on the same flight. Please don't kill me for goading you into this. That's a -5, I'm afraid. Rakesh Ranjan. Let's click A, Rakesh Ranjan. RBI, would you like to enlighten the audience? What's the right answer? That's the right answer. Rajesh Bansal. Can we click? Yes. Please do clap for Reserve Bank. They don't get any points beyond the clapping. All right. So that about does it for the MCQ round. We'll quickly update you on the scores, but just to save on time, we can do this verbally, starting with Team 1, please. Team 1 is on 20 good points. Give them a round of applause. They have earned those points. Lots of positives, negatives. Team 2, surprisingly, is yet to open their account, but you'll do that pretty soon, I'm confident. Team 3. Team 3 is 30 points. Team 4 also yet to open their account. So 20, 30, the other two teams yet to open their account, but I'm sure they'll do that pretty soon. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, let's now switch tracks once again. Can we have a look at the grid, please? So we've been trying to punch you with all our difficult questions today. It's time for you to punch back at me. Only, well, not literally though, only theoretically, right? Let's go to the round which I call counter punch. Before we go there, we can wait. I'll just update you on the scoring system here. So this is a scoring system that you would have seen at the zonals as well. There is a premium placed on when you answer the question. We'll start with team 1, and in a clockwise direction, we'll go towards team number 4. If you answer on the direct, but you'll have to wait, don't answer in a hurry. But if you do answer on the direct, you get a +10, no negatives. Each time the question passes, there is an increment of scores of 2 points with each pass. So if team 1 does not answer, it goes across to team 2, you'll get +12. +14 to RBI and +16 to Central Bank of India. There is a power play also put in, however, only to one team. The fastest team on the buzzer will be allowed to take it on the power play. On the power play, the scoring system is pretty simple. +10 if you're right, -5 if you're wrong. Clear? All right, let's go to the round counter punch. So then, first question, it's a direct for State Bank of India. Can we have a look at your question, please? Coming up on the screen. They are dark-colored, semi-aquatic carnivorous mammals and part of the family called Mustelidae, which also includes weasels, otters, and ferrets. There are two extinct species of this animal, namely the American type and the European type. The maximum lifespan of this animal is usually around 10 years, but it is generally seen that they rarely can succeed in the harsh environments of the forest for more than 3 years. When raised on farms, they primarily eat cheese, eggs, fish, meat, and other byproducts of meat. What is the name of this animal species? It's open on the power play, by the way, for the fastest team on the buzzer. Audience, you need to hold on, not your question as of now. Another 3 seconds maybe. We'll close the power play. Yes, team 1. For 10 points.
Beaver.
On the microphone, please.
Beaver.
Beaver. Don't speak another word. The answer to this question is the name of an animal that you had correctly written for another question. Another previous question. For 12 points, Canara Bank. This is
a raccoon.
Raccoon. No, this is not the raccoon. Worth 14 points now to Team Reserve Bank of India. The American variety is fairly famous. I need an answer.
Pass.
Pass is the name of this animal. Team Central Bank.
Sea otter.
It's not the otter. The otter family is part of the question. What did you write in one of your previous answers?
Mink.
That is the answer. This is the mink. It's a direct for Team Canara Bank. This is a video. Now this is a capital city, one of the strangest cities that you will ever go to. In fact, on a personal note, I've been trying to go to this city. They do not welcome outsiders that much, so getting a visa is incredibly difficult. It's akin to going to Pyongyang in North Korea. So what is the name? That was your guess, is it? It's not Pyongyang. What is the name of the city? Listen to the words carefully because there'll be a lot of clues. Let's play.
This peculiar
Bump up the
capital
volume.
has gained itself a Guinness World Record for having about 80% of its buildings made of white marble, mostly imported from China or Vietnam. It's not rare to see gold-plated statues, domes, and mausoleums, but what could be more intriguing are the perfectly paved roads that lead into nowhere in particular. Or perhaps what could have captured your curiosity is the fact that the entire city seems to be empty. The apartment buildings you're looking at cost anywhere between $200,000 to $500,000, despite majority of the citizens that the average of 83 years to be able to afford one of these apartments. The capital city is fairly new compared to others in the world, having been built between the 1950s and 1990s. Casualties are believed to be between 10,000 to 100,000.
Almost run aground by the dictators running the country. I'm looking for the name of the city, mind you, not the country. The country's flag was consciously part of the video so that it gives you certain clues. The entire city, almost the entire city, is made of white marbles. Anyone going for the power play, do let us know. 3, 2, think Asia. Think Asia. 3, 2, 1. We are going to close the power play. For 10 points, Canara Bank is now trying to stake a claim at this.
Is this Baku?
It's not Baku of Azerbaijan. Let's pass it across to Reserve Bank. The question is now worth 12 points.
Capital city you want?
Yeah, name of the city. That is what the question says. Capital city.
Country, not the country.
Not the country.
Only this.
I need an answer quickly, RBI. 3, 2.
Astana.
Astana is incorrect. It's not Astana. You are in the right geography though. Central Bank.
It is Arghabad.
How do you spell that?
So this is this.
Which one? To make my life difficult always, no. Pass it across to State Bank.
Noor Sultan.
I hope you have heard what this...
Noor Sultan.
I wouldn't have stopped at that team for that long, isn't it? They were on track. No. It was your direct question. Audience, I see your hand. Yes. Ashgabat is the answer of Turkmenistan. Give him a round of applause, please. This is Ashgabat. Yes. The capital and the largest city of Turkmenistan. It's obvious that it had to be one of those Stan countries. Niyazov was the dictator. You know, fascinating. Do read up about this country and more importantly, the people who run it. The present dictator of the country made it compulsory. He, first of all, renamed the months of a calendar upon his own name and other members of his family. So, what, you know, some of the strangest things that this guy does. He's a rock star himself. He's a Formula 1 driver. That is what he claims. And it is compulsory for school children of that country to read poems on the life and times of the dictator. So that is how strange the country is. Next question is going to be a direct for Team RBI. Another question on video. This hit song from the movie Gumrah is believed to have been written for Sudha Malhotra. Who's Sudha Malhotra? Rumored girlfriend of a partner of the gentleman who wrote this. A gifted playback singer and occasional actor herself was the rumored girlfriend of the lyricist poet. Name this artistically temperamental person who insisted that film scores should be composed based on his lyrics. So what happens in Bollywood even to this day, even the mighty Javed Akhtar cannot change it. So basically, you know, he said that you have to compose the music based on my writing, on this person's writing, but it generally happens the other way around. First the score is written and then the lyricist has to fit on the words on that score. This is the hit song. Can we play it for our audience, please?
चलो एक बार फिर से अजनबी बना जाए हम दोनों चलो एक बार फिर से अजनबी बना जाए हम दोनों.
Okay, we can stop that. Audience, listen to this. Don't give the answer. There are 3 actors that you can see here. Actors being a gender neutral term. Give me the name of all the 3 actors who are on the screen right now. Yes, ma'am, I'll come to you next. Ashok Kumar, Sunil Dutt, who's the actress? Sorry, I cannot come to you. He's entirely right. Well done. Let's clap for him. And let's give him a prize, please, as Dadamuni Ashok Kumar, Sunil Dutt, and Mala Sinha. By the way, the question is, nobody has buzzed, or one team has. Okay, 4 have gone for it. Yes, we'll give that to you. Plus 10 points. Can we give a round of applause to Team Central Bank of India? Any other team on the series? No? Okay, we'll close that. This is a direct question for Team RBI. One of the most famous poet lyricists. The Blitz magazine used to be very popular gossip magazine at one point in time. The Blitz magazine, you know, kept on saying that this gentleman and Sudha Malhotra were rumored pairs, but Sudha Malhotra denied it. This song was actually written when Sudha's marriage was confirmed, so the gentleman thought of presenting it to Sudha Malhotra as a gift, parting gift. Yes, Team RBI, it's your turn. Who is this famous poet lyricist? It's not Gulzar. Pass it across to SBI.
Sahir Ludhianovi.
So the value, it was a direct question for Team 3. So 10, 12, 14 points. Give it up for Team SBI. They get Sahir Ludhianovi. Fantastic. For Team Central Bank of India. Let's go to the question, please. This is from your own Mumbai. And a wonderful place. Legend has it that Mussolini offered to pay 1 million for a value of a manuscript held by the Asiatic Society of Mumbai, which is pictured here. It was given to the society by somebody called Mount Stuart Elphinstone. You know about Elphinstone, who was the governor of Bombay and president of the society from 1819 to 1827. And the manuscript bears his signature. The society refused point blank. It is one of the only two original copies of a literature which is world renowned. Only two exist, out of which one is at the Asiatic Society in Mumbai. Now, this is news. However, if you also believe in legend, which I can now tell you, it is believed that if you walk into the Asiatic Society tomorrow being a holiday for most of you, you can try this. And if you ask people at the Asiatic Society to show you this actual piece of literature, incredibly important literature, they actually have a standard response. They say, this is stored at the nearest SBI branch locker, so it's not viewable. What is the name of this wonderful, influential, important piece of literature? This is a direct for team 4. It is open on the power play. Please do remember, irrespective of whether you are answering on the power play, your answer, the logic you were saying in the last question, your logic is you did not pass, but your answer was not known to others, right? Hence the logic. So the increment will be +2 each time. It's open on the power play. 3, 2, 1, and we will close it. I'll give you a clue since I haven't started taking answers. Why Mussolini of all the people? Think about the nationality, then try and guess the important piece of literature. It's not some random guess that you need to make. Think about the nationality, incredibly important piece of literature. Many films, art, music, multiple other things have been influenced by the literature that I'm talking about. Yes, your answer, please.
Sir, Leo Tolstoy's
book?
Book.
Which book?
Love Story.
Leo Tolstoy's Love Story.
Sorry.
I've heard your answer. For 12 points, passes across to State Bank of India. Do remember, I never said they are right or on the right track, so whether you want to go through the same route, it's your choice. For 12 points to State Bank.
Beethoven Symphony?
Sorry?
Symphony?
I did say literature. It's not music. I did clarify it's literature. Canara Bank, the question is now worth 14 points. What piece of literature? Book. Answering? Yes, no? Come on, give it a try. There are no negatives. No?
Blank.
Worth 16 points to Team Reserve Bank.
Testament.
Oh, Old Testament. That will be very difficult for someone to keep. No, it's not the Old Testament. This is pure literature. This is pure literature. Nothing to do with religion. I see Preetham's hand there. Yes, Preetham? The Divine Comedy, Dante's Divine Comedy. Hence I said Mussolini's nationality. Give a round of applause to Preetham. Well done. This is Dante's Divine Comedy. Yes. And that's the actual, so that just to be transparent, and just to tell you that I'm not making up the story, that's the actual news print that had come on this particular topic. Well then, how many of you, by a quick show of hand, how many of you have actually visited the Asiatic Society? Raise your hand. About 3-4 people, which is good for you. So do clap for the 4 people who have actually visited the Asiatic Society. There is one in Calcutta, the original city that I come from. Incredibly good place. All right, next question is going to be another direct for Team State Bank. They are Russian hats with ear-covering flaps that can be tied up on the crown of the cap or fastened at the chin to protect the ears, jaw, and lower chin from the cold. It became a symbol and media icon of the Soviet Union, with photographs of US President Gerald Ford wearing the cap during the 1974 visit to the Soviet Union. They were seen as a possible sign of relaxation of hostilities between the two countries. What is the name given to such caps? It is famous everywhere. This is one of the iteration of how the cap looks like. Famous as a Russian cap. What are these called? Is anybody going to hazard a guess on the power play? Let's wait and watch. 3, 2, 1. And we are now going to close it. And presumably now we are going to hear the names of lot of caps which do not exist. Starting with SBI.
St. Petersburg hat.
St. Petersburg, a hat or cap? Which one?
Hat.
Hat. Sounds good, but we'll pass it for 12 points to Canara Bank.
Tardigan.
What? Tardigan. So it's a relative of cardigan. Okay. Worth 14 points. The Khrushchev cap. Worth 16 points.
Mussolini hats.
He just changed his nationality. No. Audience, Preetham, once again, wait for a while. Let's see a few more hands. I'm sure you have got a lot of opportunities. How about you? Okay. Can you tell us what Gerald, so the question suggests Gerald Ford was wearing the Ushanka. What was his counterpart wearing in the picture? Raise both your hands. No? Okay. On one hand is your mobile phone. Fair enough. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer indeed is the Ushanka. Let's go to the answer. Clap for him. Checking it on Google also takes some skill. This is the Ushanka, and that is the photograph I was talking about. Brezhnev is actually wearing the Karakul. All right. Can I ask another audience question? Since this is Ushanka, another closely sounding name came to my mind. So this is for travelers. If you are an ardent traveler and decide to go to Antarctica, there are these nice ice-breaking ships that take you to to Antarctica through a particular city called Ushuaia. It's spelled as Ushuaia. Ushuaia. Now, this is generally considered to be the last or the most southern city on the planet. Which country has this particular city called Ushuaia, which is the southernmost city of the world? I need some new hands. Southernmost city, so you think about the country? Yes. That's a good guess. How about you? Yes, that's the right answer. Preetham is on fire today. Let's clap for Preetham once again. And we can give him an audience prize somewhere. Okay, next question is going to be a direct for Canara Bank. A musician by the name of Giovanni Maria Pala claimed that there is a musical code hidden in this famous 15th century art creation. So there are lots of conspiracy theories, etc. So he is supposed to have said that there are some hidden musical notations as well. According to him, the 26 hands in it, that's a giveaway, 26 hands in it, along with all the food. So food is an important giveaway. Is connected horizontally. It creates a piece of music which is 3/4 timing, which was quite common to the music created back then. Where was this musical score supposedly been hidden? I urge all the teams to go for the power play on this one because this is the easiest question that you will get today. Still no one goes for the power play though. By the way, I'm looking for the name of, can I say that? Yeah. This is a work of art. This is a work of art. So where was this music hidden in a very famous work of art? Wait, one, be ready with your answer. We are looking for the next sequence of buzzes. 2, team 1, team 2, both going for it. Okay, we'll start with it. It's your direct, so why did you press the buzzer?
I didn't press.
2 is what? Acha, rank 2 is team 4. Okay, so team 1 and team 4. Okay, thank you for that. Team 1 and team 4. Plus 10 points. Give a round of applause to team 1 and team 4. Hopefully they'll also get their 10 points. Plus 10 points to team 4. 1 and 4, both of them get 10 points apiece. This is a direct for team 2.
So the Last Supper.
Well done, 10 points. No, 12 points, yes. Let's give a round of applause to them. 12 points. It was your direct. So 10 points, yeah. Here goes the answer, by the way. There are a lot of buses and sequence. The Last Supper. Look, those are the musical notations hidden. So if you like the question, probably you can exercise your muscles for clapping on this question as well. The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. Next question is a direct for team 3. Question number 7. I'm going to give you the names of two gentlemen. Both have been awarded or bestowed with the Paramveer Chakra. Captain Gurbachan Singh Salaria from the Gorkha Rifles was the first NDA alumnus to be awarded the PVC in 1962. He was killed while trying to clear a roadblock. And Major Ramaswamy Parameshwaran was the first PVC awardee from the Mahar Regiment in 1987. He was killed when his column was ambushed by militants. In the history of gallantry and gallantry awards and PVC in particular, in what way are these two PVCs connected or unique? I need a very specific answer on this one because each word matters. These are the only two Paramveer Chakra awardees to be unique as of now. Give it to me, please. Do you want to add something to it? Because that's not the integral part of the answer. It's like saying both were in the Indian Army, which cannot be wrong. Obviously they were, but I will take that as a negative. -5 to team State Bank. And this is a direct question. Yeah, close the buzzer, please. This is a direct question to team RBI. Give us some nice story. Their Paramveer Chakras are unique. It was not during combat. Build up on that. Yes, that we get.
So this is not during that, that is why.
So, in what context, in what circumstances? For 12 points to Central Bank of India. Because by that logic, they would have been bestowed with the Ashok Chakra, right? I have passed you. What, 12 points now? Ashok Chakra is given, is the highest gallantry award during peacetime. So you had to build up on that. Central Bank?
Sir, these two were given the awards while they were not fighting with any enemy country.
Okay.
They were not fighting with any country. India was not in war with some other country.
India was not at war with some other country.
And
okay.
Then they were.
I think I'll use my discretion. They were both part of the peacekeeping force, one at the United Nations and the other one in Sri Lanka. So they were the only two Paramveer Chakra recipients as of now who got this award in a fight which was not in India. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Team Central Bank of India. One was as part of the Indian peacekeeping force mission at Sri Lanka, and Salaria was killed at Katanga during the Congo dispute. Don't you think they deserve another round of applause? Maybe? Good answer. Well done. Our audience is very calculated today on when to use their energy in clapping, but 12 points is what we'll give you. Okay, last question now. It's a direct for Team Central Bank. At the time of independence, there were about 565 princely states, which made up almost 40% of the land area and 23% of the population. Out of this, about 118 of them, now 113 in India, 4 in Pakistan, plus Sikkim, were called the Dash states because they had special privileges under the British Crown. Fill in the blank with the name of such a state or tell us what status was given to these states in India. It's a one-word answer. They were called the Dash state because they were conferred with special privileges by the British Crown. What was such 118 states called. It's open on the power play, by the way, just to remind our participants. We will now close the power play and seek the answer from Central Bank of India for 10 points.
So presidency.
They were called the presidency states. Not really. Passes across to State Bank for 12 points.
Crown states.
The crown states for 14 points. Canara Bank
The provincial states.
for 16 points to RBI.
Imperial states.
No. They were called the salute states because gun salute was accorded only to these states. Let's go to the answer, please. Comes the answer. They were called the salute state, wherein you wrote that? Thought of that. Okay. Okay. So kill him after the quiz gets over. So various gun salutes were accorded, whether a particular princely state was given 21 gun salute or 14 gun salute, it actually majorly depended on one, their population, how influential they were, and certain other parameters. Anytime soon. Let me quickly, by the way, tell you what entails in the next round. Next round would be a test of your speed and the speed of your recall value. It is going to be exclusively on the buzzer. Fastest team on the buzzer. The scoring pattern is pretty simple. Plus 10 if you are the fastest and give us a right answer. Minus 5 if you're the fastest and give us a wrong answer. Here comes the source now. Bank of India, they have a slender lead. They are on 39 points. Give it up for them. 39 points and leading the defending champions. Central Bank of India not doing too bad. Neither is Reserve Bank of India, both of whom are tied on 30 points apiece. Canara Bank is on 10 points at the end of these rounds. The buzzers are armed. Please do remember only the fastest team on the buzzer. And as strategy, as I keep referring in all my quizzes, your strategy cannot be to first buzz and then start reading the question, because the moment I see the buzzers go off, I'll stop reading the question and will seek the answer immediately. All the best to all the gentlemen up here. Your fingers should be on your buzzer buttons. Let's now gallop ahead. Here comes the round. Gallop is, of course, one of the most prominent features of horse riding. Here comes question number 1 on the screen now. DCA is an investment strategy that involves investing a set amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of the market's ups and downs. The goal is to reduce the impact of short-term market fluctuations and buy more shares when the prices are low. What does DCA stand for? Connected to, DCA is connected to one influential economy and its currency. Anyone going for it? 3, 2, 1. Disappointing. Here comes the answer on screen. D is for dollar. Dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging is DCA. Going to question number 2 now on the screen. In his lifetime, the highest selling book by this author was The Formation of Vegetable Mold Through the Actions of Worms. It appeared in 1881, just 1 year before the author's death. He himself seems to have been surprised by its own popularity, calling it a small book of little moment. Who was this author from a different field altogether? A scientist, a traveler, a scientist-traveler, let's call him that, influential in the very human existence, that influential. Yes, team 2, they have gone for it.
Not sure. Alexander Fleming.
Alexander Fleming and the penicillin. No, that's a minus 5. Minus 5 to team Canara Bank, team number 2. This is Darwin. Who else but Darwin? Here comes the answer on screen. Charles Darwin. Question number 3 now coming up on the screen. Based in New Delhi, the National Institute of Public Finance and Policy, NIPFB, is an autonomous research institute under the Ministry of Finance. It also works jointly with the Department of Economic Affairs at the Ministry of Finance to research the effects of past economic policy. Who is its present chairman? Obviously, I would only ask a question if the name rings a bell. And now it will. A former RBI governor. Team 3, answer.
Urjit Patel.
We'll give you 10 points. Well done. This is Urjit Patel. Yes. Urjit Patel is the right answer. Here it comes. I thought of giving you another clue and not being that direct. The other clue that I thought of giving was that a Kenyan-born economist. All right, here comes question number 4 on the screen. Born in Punjab, he was influenced by nationalistic ideas as a student and joined the All India Students Federation and Communist Party of India. He was imprisoned for taking part in the Quit India movement. After independence, team 1, answer. IK Gujral will give you 10 points. Well done. Inder Kumar Gujral also had a very famous artist brother in Satish Gujral. The 12th Prime Minister of India is IK Gujral. 10 points. Give them a rousing round of applause, please. It's status quo back again. They are now once again leading. Here comes question number 5 on the screen. Murukku is a savory crunchy. Team 3, answer. What does Murukku mean? 3, 2.
The crunchy sound.
The crunchy sound. Very, very inopportune time to lose 5 points. It's always inopportune to lose points, but very inappropriate right now. -5. Would you like to try? Not for points though.
Crackling sound.
Not the sound.
The circulation, the shape of it. The
yes,
shape of
it means the shape. It means twisted. Here comes the answer. Murukku means twisted. Let's go to the answer. Next time you decide to visit the Haldirams or any other savory store nearby, ask them for the twisted. And if they ask you to leave the store, please don't blame me. Okay? So, by the way, that's a -5 to Team RBI. Here comes the last question of this round. Here we go. It is said that when Lord Shiva was carrying the dead body of Mother Goddess Sati, her necklace fell at this place in Madhya Pradesh, hence the name of the place. Just translate. Necklace fell. Team 4, answer.
My hair.
We'll give you 10 points. Well done. My har. My means mata, har means necklace. Give them another round of applause, please. 10 points to Central Bank of India. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, as the saying goes, a lot can change over a cup of coffee. We'll see what has changed over the course of the last 6 questions. Can we do this verbally? We can do this verbally. Well, before I tell you this course, those who are languishing a little behind, let me tell you the last round can change all of that. So nothing is yet over. Starting with team 1, they're on how many points? 49 and are leading. Well done. State Bank of India, the defending champions, leading with 49 points. Team 2 is on 5. Well, they went up, came down, so all the best. Team 3, 35 points on the second position as of now. Give them a round of applause, please. Well done, RBI. Oh, you're not on second place? Okay. Team 4 is on 40. Fantastic. Give them a round of applause. So then, we are done with the 5 rounds. The 6th round is something which is connected to mountain climbing. Now, how that happens is, we are going to take you to a virtual journey of mountain climbing. Listen to the rules carefully. Questions do not pass. However, each question, one at a time to the teams, has 3 different stages. In a mountain climb, the lowest or the place from where you start is called the base camp. Base camp has questions on multiple choice options. You get your points if you're right. There are no negatives. If you're successful at the base camp, then you actually take the ascent, which is your climb. If you get the ascent correct, you get your +10, no negatives. And then you go to the summit. Summit gives you +15, but there is a negative element. Also, I'll show you the rules in a while. But just to tell one important thing, you get the next question or the next level only on completing the earlier level. On the summit, it's your choice whether you can decide this after seeing the question, whether you want to take the summit question or call it quits, because there is a negative element attached. Can we go to the carabiner, please? Carabiner is the name of a hook. That's the hook that is important in mountain climbing. Base camp is MCQ, one try only. You will get a +5 and no negative. On the ascent, you get a +10 and no negative. On the summit, you get a +15 or a -10. But after having watched the question, you can decide whether you want to play the question or not. Clear to all the teams? Any queries for me? No? Clear? All right, let's begin. Here we go. Since questions do not pass, well, we can start with any team. How about Team State Bank? Because they are leading. We'll start with you. Let's go to the first set of questions. Team 1. We'll start with your question on base camp, but before we go there, let me tell you there are no timers put in place on the MCQ question. However, it's my call. Of course, you cannot take years to answer.
If we default on the base camp, then we won't be going to the next level.
No, that is what I said. In order to have a go at the next level, you need to clear the earlier level. All the best teams, but the first question is obviously going to be easy for all of you. Base camp question for Team State Bank of India. Here it comes. The Lignosat is a wooden satellite. Believe you me, it's a satellite made of wood. Credited as the world's first satellite to be made entirely of wood, named after the Latin word for wood, the space agency of which country is behind this mission? Is it
Japan.
China, UAE, Japan, or France?
Japan.
Japan. You clear your first hurdle, that's +5 points. Let's clap for them, +5. As we now go back to your climb. So you have cleared the base camp. Let's see whether you falter or come up trumps on the ascent. Here comes your question on the ascent. Ah, gosh, got a cricket question. He's a former Indian first-class cricketer who was a slow left-arm orthodox bowler.
Padmakar Shivalkar.
-50 points to Team SBI. Of course not. He spent over 20 years playing for Bombay and is the team's highest wicket taker of all time. He was almost 50 when he retired. 50 years till when he played. And also got the C.K. Naidu Lifetime Achievement Award. Yeah, you know, when you, make the Quizmaster angry, you get difficult questions.
Padmakar Shivalkar.
Yes, that's the right answer. Mr. Shivalkar from our very own Mumbai, +10 points. Which means you become the first team to actually gain access to the summit, which is going to be the most difficult question in your sequence. He was the judge in Allahabad High Court from 45 to 46, member of Rajya Sabha 60 to 66, Union Minister of Law 66 to 67, Governor of the Mysore State from 67 to 69, and Chancellor of the Mysore University. He was the fourth Vice President of India, no less, from 69 to August of 1974, and was the first Indian Vice President not to succeed his superior and become the President of the country. Who is he? You can tell us if you are playing this or you decide to quit. No team should buzz before we get the decision of the team on the direct.
We'll pass it.
You'll pass it. Wise decision. It is now open on the buzzer. Is open, by the way, now. It's armed. Team 2, they are going for the buzzer.
Fakhruddin
And
Ali
+15, -10.
Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad.
Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad. I feel bad. They are very, very good team. Today is not their day. They get a -10 on that effort. -10. The answer, audience? Anyone? New people? I see the admin's hand there. Clap for him because he was instrumental in helping us with the stage and everything. Thank you very much. And he's clapping for himself also. Okay, go ahead. Louder, please. No, it's not Babu Jagjeevan Ram. No. Today, CEO sir hasn't answered to any questions. Sir, would you like to take a try? Hidayatullah is very, very good guess because he held 3 important offices. He's not Muhammad Hidayatullah. How about you? Sorry? No, that's not the answer either. One last try to you maybe. Yes? VV Giri. No, this is not VV Giri. Here comes the answer on screen. By the way, that was a -10 to team. This is Gopal Swaroop Pathak, -10 points to Canara Bank. Whether that's going to be disastrous or not, we'll see. By the way, I'm interested to know the scores. They are now on 64, and team 4 is on 40. 24 is the difference. You know what to do. There are prizes for all the 4 teams. However, the difference between coming 3rd and 4th and the winners is quite substantial. Team 2, you know the drill now. Let's start your set of questions, or as we call the hardest climb now. Here comes your question on the base camp. +5 or no negatives? Let's go to the question on base camp. The Mercalli scale was developed from Giuseppe Mercalli's scale of 1902. What natural phenomenon does the scale measure? Does it measure the intensity of a tornado, an earthquake, a hurricane, or the force of a cyclone? I'll give you a clue, since I don't think you are in contention for a pole position today. So the Mercalli scale is the lesser known name of one of these, wherein a more famous scale is used to measure. A more famous scale is actually used to measure this, or whenever our media, talks about such instances, they talk about that scale, not this one.
The intensity of earthquake.
Earthquake. And what is the other scale I was talking about?
Richter.
The Richter scale. Well done, +5 points. Yes, that's the right answer. Please clap for them. You need to cheer them up. They just lost 10 points in the previous question. This is the intensity. Ladies and gentlemen, do remember the Richter scale does not measure the intensity actually. The Mercalli scale measures the intensity and the epicenter. All right, next comes your ascend for +10 or no negative. This is your question. There's something called the Hayflick limit or the Hayflick phenomenon. It was advanced by American anatomists. So think about human anatomy. In 1961, he came up with the scale. So what does the Hayflick limit determine in human being at the cellular level? Just like the Mercalli scale, this also had an opposing idea first at the cellular level, but Hayflick dispelled that earlier existing notion, and now this is accepted.
So, like, if you're attending, is it a minus?
No, +10, no negative. Minus only at the summit. Give us a quick answer, please. Or tell us if you want to pass.
Okay, pass.
The cell division itself will stop after a certain point in time, meaning somebody who is born will die after aging, and the limit that is generally stated is 125 years. So in recorded history, no human being has lived beyond 125 years because the cell division stops at one point in time. All right, so you get only 5 points on your effort. This is, in this quiz, this is going to be the most critical question. Why? Because whether RBI gets to dislodge SBI from their pole position will depend on their set of questions. Let's go to your question on the base camp. This is your question, team RBI. As of October 2024, China and Japan lead the list of countries with the largest oh God, this was not, well, this was not destined to happen, but let's see, what do you make of this? Which country ranks 3rd with Forex reserve? Now, I'll give a clarification on this. When I say Forex, this country comes 3rd, both in terms of pure Forex as well as Forex plus gold reserves combined, both ways. Is it Russia, Germany, UK, or Switzerland? Forex in dollar terms.
Switzerland.
Well done, easy peasy, +5 points. Switzerland, of course. Switzerland comes number 3. Quickly give me the name of the country which comes number 4. India. And yes, number 5, Russia. India and Russia follow. All right, so 5 points picked up by RBI. Now your ascend question for 10 or no negatives. Here it comes. Reshma Bano Qureshi is a model and a vlogger from Uttar Pradesh. She was part of an award-winning campaign by O&M, Ogilvy and Mather, which comprised of 3 instructional videos collectively titled Beauty Tips by Reshma. The 3 videos are titled How to Get Perfect Red Lips, How to Apply Eyeliner, and How to Remove Dark Spots. What was unique about Reshma, what still is unique about Reshma is my question. So this is an award-winning campaign. Somebody who's a beauty influencer. If it was a normal beauty campaign, of course, it wouldn't have won those many accolades. What is unique about Reshma Banu Qureshi? Beauty tips given by
Is Reshma Banu Qureshi an acid victim? Acid. So her
she
face
is an acid attack survivor. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing this for 3 decades now. Quizzing is both therapeutic as well as it is such a level playing field. You never know what a team answers at what moment. What an answer. Answer of the day, plus 10 points. What a good answer that is. That is Reshma Qureshi. That is how she looks. The Ogilvy Matter, video that they made won lots and lots of accolades. Now there are how many points? 50. Well, other teams, you can buzz only and only once we get their decision, which is whether they are playing the next one or calling it quits. Let's go to the question on Summit. Plus 15, minus 10. She is an Indian footballer who plays as a forward for Greek A Division club, PAOK, and the Indian women's national team. She won the 2020-21 AIFF's Women's Emerging Footballer of the Year Award and the 22-23 AIFF Women's Player of the Year Awards. She is the first Indian footballer, male or female, to play in the UEFA Champions League. A distinct honor. First Indian to have actively played in a UEFA Champions League game. Who is she? Are you quitting or playing? On the microphone, please, so that others can hear your decision.
Will quit.
You will quit. Now it is open on the buzzer. For a plus 15 or a minus 10. Team 1 surprisingly does not go for it. Not going. Plus 15, minus 10. No? Central Bank? We'll close it. Pass it back to the audience. Anyone in the audience? No? Not too many fans of football and Indian football, as it seems. Here comes the answer on the screen. This is the incredible Manisha Kalyan. All right. We are going to go back to the grid, but since this is the last question of the 2024-25 edition of Banking Chanakya, and whether the last question is going to be of any consequence to decide on the pole positions, may I request my back-end team to put the scores back on screen, please. I'm very interested to know it. By the way, as we do that, ladies and gentlemen, today it was a conscious effort to up the game, so to speak, wherein none of the questions were put in easy, but they thrived, and how. So I think all of us should collectively clap for all the 4 teams, 8 gentlemen on stage. You did pretty well, took your decisions. Canara Bank especially, I feel a little bad for you, but good try. Here comes the scores before I ask the last question. 64 to State Bank of India. Give them a round of applause, please. 64 points. 50-40 Canara Bank. Pluses, minuses. Well, it ain't over yet, because Central Bank of India, well, if they ace all their 3 questions, they could be the winners of today's quiz. Let's go to your set of questions now. Central Bank of India, they look a little nervous. Don't be. Enjoy the process. Here comes your set of questions, or the climb on the screen now. Team 4. Let's start with the easy base camp question for a +5 or no negatives. Loans given to corporate farmers, FPOs, cooperatives, and partnership firms under Farm Credit are classified as priority sector lending. What is the aggregate limit for these loans per borrower? Is it 1 crore, 5 crore, 2 crore, or 4 crores? One gentleman is in the IT department, the other one is in vigilance. So I'm not sure how they will navigate through this question, but Take a good guess. One, 5, 2, 4. Either we proceed to the next question or it is going to end in an anticlimactic fashion if they get it wrong. And status quo on the scores stays. Team SBI, they are hoping it stays that way, that they get it wrong. Yes, Team Central Bank, how about you? We need an answer now. He has almost given up. Go ahead, you have to answer. You know, a good strategy could be do eeny, meeny, miny, mo and stop wherever you want to. 3, 2, 2 crores. Let's click option C, 2 crores. They took ages and ages and ages and survived. Well then, let's go out for a coffee after the quiz gets over. Well done, Team Central Bank of India. Well then, you live another day, you live another question. Here comes your question on the ascent for a +10 or no negatives. Let's have a look. Hilly Billy Elegy. Hilly Billy Elegy is a 2020 American drama film directed by Ron Howard nonetheless. From a screenplay by Vanessa Taylor, the film stars Amy Adams, Glenn Close, and features Gabriel Basso and Halle Bennett as well. The film is based on a memoir by the same name, of which now going to be influential person. I have worded that very carefully. Now going to be very, very influential person. Well, he's destined to be that influential person already. Not officially though. +10, no negative. Destined to be very influential. I need an answer. They are trying all kinds of tricks, okay? 3, 2, 1. And your answer is?
2 seconds, sir. There is no time.
I'll have to pass that.
Sir,
Does not happen
just
that
answer,
way.
giving that.
Sound of Silence was a very famous song by Simon and Garfunkel. No, we'll pass it. Audience,
Elon
anyone?
Musk. Sir, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, no. That's the answer. Destined to be powerful. So the incoming US Vice President, no less. Here comes the answer on screen. J.D. Vance. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for all the teams, please. They tried their best. And seems like Team State Bank of India have retained their championship title. We'll have a confirmation of that put up on screen. Central Bank, that was a costly miss because I worded it to your benefit, in some ways to the benefit of all, because we wanted to see the final question, because that would have made the quiz even more interesting with the buzzing game on. However, as we, just dial it down a bit, Team Central Bank, a little more discreet maybe. Okay, so before I show you the scores, ladies and gentlemen, there are a couple of, in fact more than a couple of customary token of appreciation. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, who else but to CEO Sir and IIBF for having decided to continue with Banking Chanakya. So can we clap for CEO Sir and of course to IIBF. Thank you, sir, for keeping the faith alive. And as we proceed ahead, we hope that more and more teams would come in and join us. Next is, of course, any event, be it a quiz or otherwise of this scale and magnitude, going to 4 different geographies, doing the online rounds, engaging thousands of teams is not easy, neither it is cheap. It is very, very costly affair. So to all our sponsors, thank you very, very much for having allowed us to continue with this. Third in line, to not only to the audience at Mumbai today, but to the audience members at all the 4 zonals. Thank you very, very much. And to our audience watching us digitally it's upon us to cheer for them, please, maybe. Thank you very much for having stayed and watched this. And finally, the final name I'll say in a bit, but for the moment, it is important to show you the scores officially. Here we go. The final scores. Ladies and gentlemen, the champions of Banking Chanakya 2024-25 is State Bank of India, Mukesh and Himansh. Reserve Bank of India, they pipped the Central Bank of India with a 5-point gap, and clap for Reserve Bank of India. They are the national runners-up, not a mean achievement by any stretch of imagination. Central Bank of India will be mighty unhappy with themselves. I did think they should have got those 10 points on the last question. JD Vance was not that difficult. Had they done it, who knows, we would have a different ending maybe. But for the moment, ladies and gentlemen, for the second runners-up, give it up for Central Bank of India. And do not forget, Canara Bank is not the fourth place team out of the 4 competing teams today. They are the 4th best amongst 3,800 odd teams. So give it up for Canara Bank. Well done. You will come back stronger. That's the spirit. Well done indeed, Canara Bank. I have thanked primarily everyone. So in case you thought some of my questions made sense, if you think I entertained you, maybe spare a thought for the Quizmaster. Until we meet again in the next edition of Banking Chanakya, ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, stay curious and keep quizzing. Thank you very much. Over to Rajdeep Da, please.
Hello. The wonderful round of quiz that we had. I request all the participating teams can just sit there. We have some other proceedings now, and after that we'll have the prizes. I have the prize issue of the Banking Chanakya right now. It will be in the reverse order. We'll call the 4th position, 3rd position, 2nd and then 1st position. So all the teams played well, but nevertheless, a winner is the best team who is the best player that emerges the winner. I would like to request the 4th position team to come on stage. The team from Canara Bank, Mr. Riaz Rahman and Mr. Mahesh MG. Before that, I would like to request our CEO sir, Vishwakatan Das sir, please come on stage and to give. Sorry, I just forgot to skip my mind. Where is Canara Bank team? They win a cash prize of 25,000. I request all of you to please give a big round of applause to these teams. They really fought well, but now I'd like to I'd also like to request the 2 directors, Director Academics, Dr. Gangadharan and Mr. Francis, Director Operations, also to be on stage and felicitate the prize winners. Kalpana Madam, you can also please join. Now I'd like to request the second runner-up team to please come on stage, Mr. Prashant Prasoon and Mr. Abhijit Sinha from Central Bank of India. They also win a cash prize of 25,000 rupees. Now I'd like to request the first runner-up team. You can see. You can see Canara Bank also. You can sit in your respective place. Now I'd like to request the first runner-up team, Team RBI. They have come second and they win a cash prize of rupees 75,000 and a trophy. Riaz and Mahesh, you can please also come and sit here. So the big round of applause. I'd like to invite the champions of the evening, Mr. Mukesh Sharma and Mr. Himanshu Katot from Team SBI, who have defended their title once again. They are winners of the previous edition, and right now again they have won it in this year, and they win a cash prize of 1 lakh rupees. I request all the 4 teams to please come on the stage and for the group photo. Or with the prizes and checks also, please come on stage and have the group photo.
That's no, you can spread out yourself.
Okay.
Just come on my left.
Okay.
Yeah. Sir, come forward. Yeah, okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, ready?